What is up, everybody? My name is Princess Birdbrain. This is my very first YouTube video for Wingspan, which I lovingly refer to as birds. While it is my first YouTube video, this is not my first time playing birds. I have been playing birds avidly for, I want to say 4 or 5 years now, probably every day except for a couple days when I was on a cruise ship, but um, multiple games a day with friends online. I play it with my family in person, and I just love this game so much. There's so much depth to it and so many strategies you can use, and I am looking forward to trying my hand at doing some playthroughs. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. So today we're going to join an online game and see how it goes. I'd like to tell you just my strategies along the way, just kind of my thought process, and walk you through why I make the choices I make. My cat is here with me. You might hear him meow every now and then. That's Waffles. All right, let's see who we have here. All right, we got some good birds in the tray. My favorites are the superb lyrebird and the roseate spoonbill. With the lyrebird, you can put them in your forest, your food row, and you can copy the power of the player who comes before you. So that's really awesome if they play a food that can give you eggs or cards, especially, or even more food. The more resources you can get, the better. My strategy generally tends to be anytime you can get different resources in the same row, you're going to do a great job at this game. I also love the roseate spoonbill because he gives you more bonus cards. I like bonus cards early in the game or at the end of the game. If you play them early in the game, you can work toward them throughout the game to try and reach your goals. If you play them at the end of the game, you have a more concrete idea of what sort of points we're looking at. Because, even if you pick a really good bonus card at the beginning of the game, you might not necessarily get to draw cards that match it. You might just be unlucky in the tray. Ibisbill, he has a really good point value over here, but he's kind of expensive. He costs 3 foods. Oh, my turn to choose birds. Let's see. Ooh, all right. I'm liking this. Gotta get my cat out of here. He is in my way. Okay. I'm going to choose a forest owlet. He makes a really good forest bird, so you can put him in your forest row and immediately get 2 foods from then on. Just because he takes up a good place in the bird feeder, in the food row. Atlantic puffin. I really like this bird. He's a high point value. He's got a star nest, so he will be suitable for multiple round goals. And his high food cost works well for this round goal. American crow, you can put in your prairie, and so you can get food and eggs at the same time. These 2 birds I feel very meh about. They're expensive, they're not very high point values. They can be good in certain circumstances, but I think right now I'm looking at a pretty balanced game. I'm probably going to be using all 3 rows fairly equally as opposed to just my water row. So we're just going to go with those. Let's see. Oh, this one can be good, but this one is even easier, especially since I'm already looking at 1 bird with 3 food costs. And hopefully I'll get to draw one of these guys in the tray. So we're going to go with, we've chosen 3 cards already, so we get to pick 2 foods to go with it. The obvious choice for me is to pick a worm and a rat. So that way I can save my nectar to draw 2 cards from the tray. And now we wait. I am the 3rd player in this round, so it's unlikely that I'll get my choice of birds from the tray. One of these first 2 players will probably pick them first. Oh, surprisingly, this yellow player, did not go for those birds in the tray. This is what I love about Wingspan. It's always interesting to me to see what other people choose. Oh, automatically, this player has already turned into an AI. I don't know what that's about, but we're going to keep going with it. So I'm going to draw the 2 birds I mentioned earlier. superb lyrebird. I'm going to spend my nectar so that I can pick a second bird. And there we go. These next birds in the tray, red-breasted merganser, not my favorite bird. He can be good if you're looking to get a lot of bird cards. I don't necessarily feel like I need that at this point in the game. I don't have birds that require tucking. The brambling, you can draw 2 from the deck, add them to your hand. Oh, the other person took it. I didn't really want him anyway. We're going to go ahead and play the forest owlet to go ahead and get a bird down in the tray. This way, from now on, we'll be able to get 2 foods instead of just 1. So this way with the forest owlet, whenever I get food, I can potentially earn more points by caching worms or rats on this bird as well. I still don't care about these very much. This one only gives you points if other players gain rats from the bird feeder. It could be good. I'm not really inclined to draw it at this point since I have so many other birds with high food costs. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some food so that I can get some other birds down. Drawing 2 nectars, because nectars, if you're not familiar, they act as wild cards, wild foods for this game. I'm going to choose a rat, and this, I think if you choose a rat, it's more likely you're going to roll a rat. So let's see if that works. Nope, did not work this time. So now I have 2 nectars. I'm going to draw food again unless I see a really good bird in the tray next time. That way I can get one of these other birds down. I'll probably play one of the bonus cards next. As it is in my water row, I can only draw 1 card right now unless I pay an egg or a nectar to get a second one. I have a good number of cards, but going forward, I would like the ability to draw more than 1 card at once. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get more food. I think I'm going to get a worm and a wheat. That way I can use the wheat for the spoonbill and then save my worm for when I play the lyrebird. I usually play on the Nintendo Switch, and this is my first time recording on the laptop, so please forgive me as I get used to these mouse controls. I'm not very good at picking birds with my mouse just yet. Okay, let's just try these for now. Okay, we have success. I'm going to keep going. Let's try one more time. Yeah, so we get to cache 3 on this card, which is a huge number. If you're new to birds, Wingspan, the more food you have cached, the more cards you have tucked, the more eggs you have played. Those all give you extra points at the end of the game, which can add up significantly. I love playing birds that can give you extra points right from the start, because that way they can accumulate significantly throughout the game. This is a really good bird, the Greater Adjutant. He lets you copy the bonus card of the next player and score it based on your own birds. So anytime I can get bonus card birds, especially if they are copying another player, that gives me an advantage and potentially takes an advantage away from my opponent. So that is appealing to me. Plus he's kind of easy to play. You need 2 wild foods and a fish. That should be fairly easy to get. Not yet though. I'm probably going to draw him next. Oh no, he's gone, but he was replaced by 2 really good birds. Blyth's Hornbill. I really like Blyth's Hornbill. You can tuck a lot of cards under them potentially. So I'll probably take him in just a second. What you want is an egg nest or a belly button nest. That's what I call it. I think it's a cavity nest technically, but I call it a belly button nest. You want a bird with a lot of egg spaces on there with that kind of nest, and like if you get 6 egg slots and fill them all up, you can discard all those eggs and then tuck twice as many, so like 12 cards. That can be a really high point bird. This one is a really good one because you play them in your prairie row, and if you save them to the end, you can choose like 4 or 5 different bonus cards, choose between those. So I'm going to take this, gotta spend a nectar. Gonna take this. I still have enough food to play Roseate Spoonbill on my next turn. I will probably actually get more food next time though. Oh, the Kia is good too. One thing about me, I love my bonus cards. So anytime there's a bonus card bird in the tray, I will usually snap them up. So maybe that's giving away all my secrets, but I'm more surprised when a player doesn't do that. So it's probably not a big secret that I like bonus card birds because most people do. Let's see if this blue player snatches him up. I also have a song about the northern ghost hawk. Actually, he's probably the goose hawk, but here's the thing. When you play birds for 4 years, you give them their own names. I give him he's the ghost hawk to me. And his song I like to sing. He's the northern ghost hawk, the northern ghost hawk. There's more to it, but I'll leave it at that. Maybe one day I'll share the whole song. But yes, I love the Kia. I didn't tell you why. He lets you draw one bonus card, but if you have a lot of food in your hand, especially nectar, if you're trying to win the nectar goal, you can discard a bunch of nectar or a bunch of food to have a lot of bonus card choices. Typically, the more bonus card choices you have, the better, because they might not always work well with your selection of birds. So I'll probably save this one to play toward the end of the game when I have extra food. I would also like to save, where'd he go? Not him. Plains Wanderer toward the end so I can have my choice of birds. I'm going to go ahead and play the roseate spoonbill. No, I'm not. I'm going to get more food because if I can get more nectar, then I can save the other food that I have. I'm going to get a worm. And we're going to do this. All right, success. Yes, I'm going to stop there. I got lucky the first time to get 3. Now we have 5 worms cached, so that is pretty exciting to me. My cat is laying on my keyboard, purring at me, and really trying to get attention. He's used to me playing birds on my Switch on the couch, and I am at the kitchen table right now. I had to put my other cat in the other room because he scratched my foot because I was in a place where he didn't expect. All right, so this is the end of the first round. I have one more turn to play a bird. If you're new to birds, you might not know that the nectar, while very helpful at playing birds, it disappears at the end of each round. So that is its one disadvantage. You got to use it or lose it. So I'm going to use it. Oh, and every time you play nectar in a certain row, it accumulates over here. And if you have the most nectar played at the end of the game, you win bonus points for that. So I'm going to do nectar, nectar, and wheat because I have a lot of other birds that take worms. So I'm going to save my worms for later. Okay. Different nest types in my forest. So I already have a belly button nest. I'm looking to play, I'll play this star nest up there of the lyrebird. I'll play that one in a future turn, so that will automatically give me 3 points. I will probably be able to play the Kia up there too, but since this is a forest bird as well and it's the same nest as the forest owlet, I would not be eligible for the maximum bird points. I think it's still worth going for because Oologist, this requires a very egg heavy game, and since all my birds are very expensive right now, I think I'm probably not going to be getting eggs as much as possible, and I'm going to be getting a lot of food, so the more birds I have, the better in the forest row. All right, did okay on the round goal. Not last, not first. I don't mind that. The first round goal is, the stakes are not very high. All right, these are some okay birds. Buick's wren is a little bit expensive for what you get out of him. You can move him from habitat to habitat. I don't find him all that valuable. Some people might. Eurasian tree creeper, again, not a very high point bird. Maybe he's good for the first round just to get a bird played. But since it's not going to be an egg heavy game for me, I'm not going to focus on him too much. Rosy Starling can be really good bird, especially if you're doing a full tuck game in your water row. I'm not going that route this time, so I think I'm gonna leave him there and just focus on getting more food for the birds that I already have. I'm gonna get a rat and a nectar, and then we're gonna see if we can get more points. Yes, yes. Okay, let's go for it. Yes. 8 already cashed on there. Okay, I think going forward, I'm going to play. I need to get a bird down in my egg row so that I can start laying more than just one egg. The best bird for that, I think, is the American crow because I can also get food while I get eggs. So I'm going to play him next. I'll probably use my rat to play him just because I don't need a rat for any of my other birds. Oh, the Barrow's Golden Eye is a really good bird because he'll give me eggs for the belly button nest birds without me having to lay them. So the more eggs I can get without actually having to lay them myself, the better. And look here, here's a bird that can receive those eggs, which is also good because if I fill that up, I can use it in the future for this other bird. I can't pull it up right now while the AI is taking its turn. For the Blyth's Hornbill to get extra points. That's a decent amount of either one of them, actually. I could get 8 touch cards if I put eggs on this one. Anyway, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll still be able to put 3 different egg nest birds in my forest to get the bonus card. Let's go ahead and get American Crow. Where'd you go? No, I don't want to play a puffin. I'm not trying to select him. There we go. No. Bear with me. I am still getting used to these controls. There we go. We're going to play him. We're going to use not nectar. We don't need a nectar to play a wild food bird. Let's play a rat. So next time, I think I'm going to lay some eggs, use my crow to get a nectar, and then play the golden eye so that I can start accumulating more eggs on my forest owlet. I'm gonna go ahead and put one here just for now, since the round goal involves stick nest birds. There's my nectar. And then next time I will have enough food to play the Barrow's Golden Eye. Let's check it out. The superb lyrebird lets me copy a brown power of the previous player. I usually wait a little while to play this because sometimes opponents will hold back on playing good birds in their forest row if they see you have this. So I like to wait until another player already has a good bird there before I play it. The previous player, oh, okay, sure. I'll take it. I don't really want to play it, but he could be good for getting extra food or extra eggs next time. Let's see. Okay, so the player before me actually has some pretty good birds up here. This is a good one in particular. If there's at least one bird on the tray that has a worm in its food cost, one of them behind this bird. So in addition to my forest owlet, I could start accumulating points on this bird by copying that power. I think I'm going to focus on that one pretty soon, but first I'm going to play the golden eye just so in case somebody else lays eggs, I can start getting more of those. So yes, I need, actually, what I'm going to do next, I need to have at least one egg in the stick bird nest for the round goal in order to get any points. If I have nothing that qualifies, oh, looky there, I got to lay an egg. If I have nothing that qualifies, then I get 0 points for the round goal. So it'd be nice to have at least 1 point for the round goal. Not not sure that's a total priority for me. Might be even better to go ahead and get the lyrebird played. I think I'll save him for the next round though. I'm going to go ahead and play 2 eggs in my stick bird and discard this because then I'll have 2 open slots for the goldeneye to lay. I'm going to do a nectar, and then I'm going to get this newfitch. It's a nuthatch. But again, like the Goshawk, I like to pronounce things funnily. I like to call him the newfitch. But I'm going to play him because he also gives you a point every time you gain food by caching a wheat on him. So he's a very cheap little bird, and when I play him, I'll still have an egg left over in a stick nest for my round goal. So that way I will use my nectar before the round ends and hopefully be set up to get more good food on my next turn in the next round. This game is going pretty quickly. Looky there. You can play that. This way I can actually leave. Oh, that's a good bird. I'm not sure I'm going to use him much this game because I'm not using my water row, but if I had a very water row heavy game, I'm not water row, prairie, I could put him in this row with my eggs and get a nectar and a wheat on every turn while also laying eggs. But I think I'm going to keep going the same direction I've been going. Okay. Oh my goodness. These controls are difficult for me. Okay, we're going to play this using 1 nectar. And so that we can keep 2 eggs on the stick bird, I'm going to pull from the forest owlet for that egg. And now we still have 1 worm left over. I'm actually very glad that one player took one of the birds that was in that tray because it can give bonus cards to all the players, not just the person who plays it. I am rolling in the cards at the moment. Okay, I came in 3rd on the round goal. Do not care about that. I'm going to continue going on with my plan. So my next idea, I want to get this guy played so I can start accumulating points on him. I already have 1 worm. All I need is 2 other worms. And look, there's 2 worms in the tray. I have extra cards that I'm not going to play. And I need a lot of food to get these birds played by the end of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and discard 1 and take a nectar. I'm going to cache that. Let's see. No, bad luck. So these are really good birds in the tray. If this was the 1st or 2nd round, I'd probably be drawing both of them. This one gives you even more eggs when other players lay eggs. This one's a high point bird. This one lets you lay eggs on all of your belly button nest birds, which as you can see, I already have 3, and I'm going to have several more played by the end of the game. But with only 5 more turns in this round and 5 more turns in the next round, I gotta really just be picky about what I do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds that I really want to play. Those are my priority birds, all the ones to the left of my hand. Most of them get you bonus points and or help me earn cached food while I am acquiring more food. So, oh, that's good. That'll be a good one for a free cherry for the Kia or for the black hornbill or Blyth's hornbill. I'm going to go ahead and use it though. I'm going to use the cherry for that. No, actually, I'm going to do all worms because it would be nice to use my nectar for maybe the puffin. I'm going to take from the stick nest since the round goal is to have eggs in the belly button nest. The more eggs I leave in a belly button nest too, then I can, in the 4th round, use them for this bird. So I can use them for the round goal for this round and then discard them all in the next round to play this bird. So I think my priority order of birds is going to be, I'm going to work on getting him down next. And then I want to get another bird in my prairie, the Kia. And then Plains Wanderer so that I can have 3 bonus cards to choose from instead of just 2. It's a little tempting to put, oh wait, I was going to put the Kia in my forest so that I had 3 birds with different nests, but the point value is the same whether I have 2 or 3. So I think I'm going to put him in the prairie, both because it uses fewer eggs to play him, and it will help me have an extra bonus card to choose from. So, very curious to see what's going on here. Oh, the golden pheasant is actually a little tempting because all players lay 2 eggs, and then I could lay 2 additional eggs. That could be nice. I think I'm going to draw that. And I'm going to take this to be defensive so no other player can get all those points. So on my next turn, I'm hoping all these nectars stay in there because I could go ahead and snag them all and have them for a puffin and possibly the Kia. And I have just enough eggs to play 2 more birds. Hopefully somebody will give me an egg so that I can have a round goal egg. If I don't have enough eggs, then I will play the bird I just drew to help me lay some eggs. We're going to discard this one because I don't care about him. I'm going to take, how about a worm? Okay, we're going to use that to get, because there are birds with worms in the tray, we're going to tuck this one also defensively so that another player cannot get an extra bonus card. And a cash, and let's see if this gives us any points. Okay, let's go for it. Yes. That's been a very lucrative bird this game. So right now I have the ability to play a couple of different birds. I'm waiting to see what happens because my decision will probably hinge on if somebody else lays eggs. Actually, it would probably be smart for me to go ahead and play this bird regardless so that I have extra eggs to play a lot of birds in the 4th round also, and it'll be helpful for the round goal. And if I play it, I could actually play them all on the golden eye, which would be even better for the hornbill in the next round. We're getting to the point of the game where I might not be able to play all the birds that I want to play, but if I don't get one of these bonus card birds down, it's going to be okay because I think I'm still doing pretty well on my round goals and my bonus cards, and this one keeps giving me a cherry, so we're going to save those probably for this one. Oh, look there. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and do I know I just said I was going to save the cherries for this, but I think I'm going to use them probably. I'm going to go ahead and play the puffin. I'm going to use my stick bird. Okay, this one makes sense for me because it already gives me 3 points. I'm not planning to play any other birds that are less than 4 points, so that would be a dumb card to draw for me. I think I'm going to use these 3 foods to play the golden pheasant on my next turn so that I'll have 5 eggs that qualify for the round goal, which could potentially win this round for me. I will look here. So this is a bonus card bird played by another turn and or another player that gives me a bonus card also if I discard some resources. And fortunately for me, the other player has been giving me lots of extra cards that I'm not planning to play. So we're going to discard both of those. And look there, we already have 4 points for that card, and I'm going to get another 2 when I play that one, so that worked out very well for me. I don't see who ever took the bonus card bird that could copy the bonus card of another player. Okay. Let me see this. Yeah, nobody's played it yet. No, yes, this player has played it. So, oh, they get to copy one of my bonus card birds. And I have a lot of bonus cards. So we'll see, that might backfire against me, but that's okay. I'm going to play him in this row to use fewer eggs. I'm going to use 1 egg from this. I get to play 4 eggs. We're going to lay them all right here for the round goal, and then so I can maximize the points on that Blyth's Hornbill. So in the next round, it might be difficult for me to play all 3 of these birds because I still need to get enough food for the Hornbill. That's going to be my priority because it's going to be easy to play. I have 2 eggs to play him here, and then these 4 eggs will let me tuck 8 cards. And then I'll be able to get more food. I could also potentially get more eggs and food by laying eggs, but we'll see. As long as the other players keep laying eggs, I'll be able to accumulate some eggs of my own. Oh, and look there, they gave me another cherry. Berry, cherry. We're doing well on our bonus card so far. So I got 6 points for that, 3 points for that, 3 points for that, 6 points for that. Total of 18 so far. I'm liking how we're doing. Doing really well on nectar in the water row, not so well in the middle row. I'm going to try to get at least 1 nectar down so I can qualify for 2nd place at least. So it might be best to prioritize if I have to choose between the Kia and the Plains Wanderer. I'll probably prioritize the Kia just because I could play a bunch of nectar at once and have a lot of choices of bonus cards. Okay, I won that round goal. Love that. We are past the point of wanting birds in the tray because we have too many already. None of these appeal to me in this particular game anyway. You can play extra birds in your prairie, but those are much better at the beginning of the game when you're trying to build up a prairie to get more eggs. But I don't know, if you're going for nest goals or like birds in a habitat, like number of birds in a habitat, if that's one of your goals, those can be helpful in that situation. Brewer's Blackbird can be really helpful if you have like a Franklin's goal or a killdeer in your prairie that lets you draw cards while you're in the prairie, because then you can have a card to tuck and lay an extra egg. But that's just not the game I'm playing this particular time. So, okay, this food is not really what I want. We're going to go for the rat just so we can re-roll. And yes, there's this. You know, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to play all 3 of these birds, so I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Plains Wanderer to get an extra food. we're gonna copy this. Oh no, we can't because there's no birds in the tray that have a worm. That's unfortunate. I don't think I gained a worm this time, so neither of those really helped me today. Okay, we're gonna get these out of the tray so we'll have a better selection next time. Ugh, bad luck. That's all right. There's still some turns left. On my next turn, I can go ahead and play this Hornbill, which will be really nice to go ahead and get him down so I can get even more foods on my next turn. How are we doing on this round goal? Oh, I'm close to the top. So I'll be playing at least 5 more points, 5 more bird food costs. So hopefully I'll end up in first place after this round. We'll see. Oh, look there. Got another cherry. I'm checking the nectar real quick. Okay, so I am only behind on the nectar goals by 1 nectar. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2 nectars to play this, even though I have three cherries. Let's go. Oh, no, not you. Ah. Okay. Blyth Hornbill. 2 nectars and a cherry. We're going to use them from here so that we can take them all off of like Barrow's Goldeneye. I'm going to click him. Look at that. Tuck 8. And there we go. This has been a very solid game so far. I'm very pleased. On my next turn, I'm going to get as much nectar as I can so that I can use it for this Kia. I might even do that 2 turns in a row. Depends on if somebody lays an egg here. If somebody lays an egg, then I'll be able to play the Kia no problem because he only costs 1 egg to play, and I'm currently at 0. If nobody lays an egg, I will have to lay them so that I am able to play him on my last turn. But yeah, my plan's going pretty well at the moment. 6, 9, 12, 18 bonus points, and we'll see what we get from this bird. I'm winning the nectar goals in the forest and the water. All right, and there's still tons of nectar in the tray, so this is very good for us. Okay, now I'm going to use this. Even though I could get another food, I feel like I'm decent on food right now. We're gonna just use it to get an extra point to tuck this hooded warbler. Also a defensive move in case somebody is thinking of snatching him up and playing him for high points. I'm gonna roll those. Let's go for it. No, I should have stopped. All right, but yeah, we've done very well in our forest this time. Look at that, 11, 15, 25 points just in the forest. We're set up well in case we draw the bonus card that is 3 different colors in a column. Set up pretty well for nest bonus cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 belly button nests. With these starbirds, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stick nests. 1, 2, 3, 4 egg nests. The only card that would be bad nest-wise would be like the coffee cup bird bowl nest. Oh, I love Benelli's eagle. I wish I would have had him earlier in the game. Nobody laid any eggs on that turn, so we are going to do that. So it doesn't matter where they go because I'm going to be, yeah, I think I'm gonna discard. No, you know what? I don't need to discard. I would rather have more bonus. I was going to discard a food to get an extra egg, but I would rather use that food to have more bonus card choices. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to get another nectar just so I can boost my round goal and have even more, or boost my nectar count and have even more choices. So we still have 1 egg left, so we can play this bird right here in the prairie. And yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what our options are. I'm going to spend all of this food. So we'll have 4, 5, 6 bonus cards to choose between, and hopefully we'll get something really good. Um, yeah, well, it would be great if we got the one that gives you 3 points per bonus card bird played, because that would give us 9 points. But we'll see. Let's be patient. I think we're probably still in the running for the most food played. But this is, well, this is actually, we're going to win that because they don't have any more turns left. Um, oh, and even more food to get an extra bonus card. All right, yeah, we're going to win this brown goal. Okay, playing him there, using nectar, using my 1 egg. That's already a really good bonus card, but we're going to go ahead and choose more just to see how many points we can get and boost our spent nectar. All right, well, most of them are not great, but this one gives us 6. This one, we did indeed draw the one with 3 different colors in the column. This one makes the most sense because it gives us the most points, and there we go. So I think our bonus card points are up to 25. Yes, I'm very happy with that. And doing pretty well with the nectar. We at least won this one and then got second place, I believe, for the top 2 habitats. I've not really looked at all at what my competition has done. They only have 12 tucked cards, 4 eggs. We'll have to see what their bonus cards look like. So no matter what happens, I'm pretty satisfied with how this game has gone. I don't know which card of mine they're going to choose to copy. I didn't look closely enough to see which one might be appealing to them. Sometimes I will choose my bonus cards based on, if I have 2 that give me the same number of points, I will look at their board to see which one is less advantageous for them. This time it was just clear which one I needed to take. So we got second place on the top 2 habitats for nectar. And then first place down there. So, all right, this is a pretty good scoring game. We always call this the reckoning in our house. Oh, look at that. The AI had a lot of bird points, but I had a lot of bonus points. Eggs. Fortunately, nobody had a lot of eggs that could do me in, but this one went pretty well. All right, my first YouTube playthrough game worked out well in my favor. I probably would have still posted this otherwise, but yeah, follow along if you enjoyed that, like and subscribe, and I will be back for more fun birding soon. Thank you, everyone.